If Roller Champions isn't quite your cup of tea, maybe a Nintendo Switch spiced with a little bit of Witcher action is more up your alley, as a brand new leak has us thinking that the Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition might in fact be coming to the Switch, and soon. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Gabe is here. This has been a long-standing rumor. Back last year, we saw a listing pop up for The Witcher 3 on a Nintendo Switch from a French retailer. That same retailer also listed Assassin's Creed 3, which now is in fact out on the platform. Good old CD Projekt Red had a job listing where they referenced needing a software engineer with Nintendo Switch experience. And now, today, May 27th, it's back as a Chinese online shopping website, Daobao.com, has box art, listings, and more pointing to a September release.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like this is absolutely coming. Now, I guess the first thing that people think about is, can The Witcher 3 run on Switch? I feel like they totally made it happen, because one of the theories online, especially on Reset Era, seems to be that maybe this is like for an online version of the game, similar to what they did with Resident Evil 7. I don't think that's what this is, because this has like box art, and I don't think they ever did that for Resident Evil. This is going to be exciting. It fills a hole, not even that much of a gaping hole now, because Saints Row and there's other open worlds. But having open world games on Nintendo Switch like this, of this scale, is always going to be a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. It's a major get, and if you were, say, bummed by not having 100 hours to pour into the real Persona 5 on Switch, well, you can pour 100 hours into The Witcher 3. It's the Game of the Year edition, so it'll come packed with content. People love this game. It is one of the tentpole franchises of the last 5, 6, 7 years, and, you know, the hype that fans have for Cyberpunk shows you just how much CD Projekt Red means to players, and getting that on board Nintendo Switch will be absolutely fantastic. You're right. Obviously, we got to take rumors and leaks with a grain of salt until there's official confirmation, but this is seeming more and more legitimized, especially because it's a long-standing rumor. This isn't something that popped up and went away and changed. No, it's been the same thing for quite a while now. And you're right. You know, streaming does make sense for a game of this size and scope, but why box art? Why, you know, listing it within the retailers in this way? I don't know. I very much think this is a nice E3 third-party reveal.
Yeah, they have to talk about third-party at E3, and this is probably going to be one of the big additions. We also, you know, the decals and stuff like that on the retail stuff. Zach, I'm going to take this opportunity to ask you, would you play some of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year on Nintendo Switch? Are you going to give it a go? Because I'm at the very least interested to just see for myself in person how this thing runs.
Absolutely. To me, that would kind of be my biggest curiosity, is just like, wow, did they pull this off? And are they able to have something of this stature and expansiveness on the platform? You know, it's a game that released in 2015, so at this point, you know, it's 4 years old, which is kind of crazy to think about, because Witcher 3 is something that is still so often referenced in gaming discussions, but it's a 4-year-old game, so maybe it is more possible than we think. I think it would be a great get for the platform. I think plenty of people would pick it up. It seems like a game that, even if you have played it, beat it on other platforms, portable Witcher 3, I feel, is something that makes a lot of Switch fans salivate, and maybe even fans that don't have a Switch. This could be another nice reason to grab the game as we see them build out their catalog of tentpole franchises: Resident Evil, Witcher, Final Fantasy. It's pretty darn cool. Now, do I think this in any way means Cyberpunk has a Switch feature? No, I do not. But I do think that The Witcher has a feature on Switch, and that is pretty cool. So Nintendo, you know, they're announcing more directs, seems like every other day, clearing the way for some new stuff at E3, and I feel like this is going to be one of them. Let us know in the comments down below if you are pumped for The Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition coming to Switch. If it does indeed materialize, are you picking it up? And, you know, what do you expect out of performance? You think it can run? You think it'll be okay? Some people are pointing out that this game wasn't even the most optimized for the base PS4. What kind of magic will they craft to make it work on Switch?
I do want to say this. I don't think that they would put this thing on the Switch if they didn't have it like running in a very passable way. So,
for sure.
Yeah, although like you're saying, there was base issues with the, or there was performance issues with the base game even on the other consoles. I feel like they've been able to optimize it for Switch. If not, this thing wouldn't even exist. So I do want to say that. And the other thing I wanted to say is, if this does somehow end up at A3, we will make sure to absolutely check that out. This is going to be, like, if it happens to be on the show floor, this is going to be one of the things I run to first.
Very, very true. And I do want to point out, I'm glad you brought that up, Gabe, about running to the show floor, because CD Projekt Red has some show floor space.
Yeah, they do.
Which is pretty interesting, and they have confirmed that Cyberpunk won't be playable there. So, what do they got going on in the physical space down at the LA Convention Center? We'll find out very soon. Until that time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and are pumped for Witcher 3. Let us know your take, and until next time, for myself and Gabe, SwitchForce out.